to? Okay. Synergy in behavior management. Class climate. It is an environment where students are motivated, learning flourishes, discipline problems are manageable. And this is possible by students and teachers collaborating to find the problems and they work on solutions together. Teacher and students develop a set of guidelines together. The guideline meetings lay groundwork for a strong learning relationship between the students and teacher by emphasizing the importance of trust and communication. Rules, procedures, and discipline. It has three phases. The first is preventative. It provides a curriculum that is interesting enough that involves students deeply enough that they don't think of misbehaving. For example, curriculum that is worthwhile and enjoyable. Students crave the fun and belonging, freedom, power, and dignity, and they are pleasant and helpful. Phase 2, supportive. Helpful with student self-discipline to help redirect them back to the task at hand. Head shakes and hand signals and frowns are important. Phase 3, corrective, deals with misbehavior explicitly but does not intimidate or create power struggles with students. Talk with the student and address the problem. Invoke consequences, remain calm, follow through, or redirect. Planning and instruction. Need to involve everyone, teachers, students, and administration. You give explicit instructions, and body language is important. Both teachers and students convey meaning and intent through body language, so as a teacher, it's important to stay cool, calm, and collected. Learn what deserves a reaction versus no reaction. Plan with the mindset of preventing, and organization is key even if it's organized chaos. Is it a high, medium, or low control theory?
This theory is a low control theory because a teacher uses preventative measures to prevent bad behavior. The theory supports collaboration between students and teachers and supports consequences. Overview of the theory. Charles believes that students should take responsibility for their own behavior. He believes students should be involved in the rule-making process, which eliminates power struggles, that discussions prior to lessons helps lead to a sense of community, instruction should be altered to suit the learner, individual assistance should be provided, and a positive atmosphere should be provided, so that making mistakes is accepted and positive self-esteem is nurtured. Key focus/characteristics. The elements of a synergetic classroom. The first element is trust. Charles deems trust as the most important element of a synergetic classroom. He believes that synergy can only develop if students learn to trust their teacher. Teachers have to earn that trust slowly over time, and it can be lost quickly by treating students harshly or unfairly. Once trust is damaged, it is even more difficult to rebuild. When teachers model ethical behavior, they are gaining students' trust. When teachers model unethical behavior, they are losing that trust. Second element, ethics. Charles uses ethics as the basis for his model of good teaching. Good teachers must show kindness, consideration, faith in students, helpfulness, fairness, honesty, and patience. The third element is charisma. Charles describes charisma as magnetism. Charisma is a special, inspiring quality of leadership. The two phases of charisma are attraction and fulfillment. 7 steps for boosting attraction. Outer personality. Show a friendly and caring exterior. Talking with students. Make eye contact and use students' names. Open up your personal life. Within limits, share information about yourself, like hobbies or pets or family. Share unusual experiences. Talk about other jobs or faraway places you've experienced. Special skills. Share music, art, gardening, or other areas of expertise. Special knowledge. Learn about students' pop culture to increase your witness. Memorable traits. Let students see you as a complete person, not just a stereotype. Steps for boosting fulfillment. Meaningful content. Make sure your students learn what they want to know. Interesting and useful content. Show the practical use for information to pique student interest and curiosity. Fun format. Let students work in groups and socialize when possible. Energized lessons. Show your hard effort to make class worth your students' time. Communication. Charles believes how you communicate determines your effectiveness as a teacher. Relationships are built on communication and easily destroyed by it. Communication promotes learning, leads to deeper knowledge, improves relationships, and energizes the teaching process. Charles provides 7 gears of communications for teachers to use. Listening. Give the students attention. Understanding. Listen with the student's point of view in mind. Reacting helpfully. Body language and tone of voice are signs use to respond. Encouraging. Always ask how you can be most helpful to your students. Persuading. Avoiding arguing. Disagreeing productively. Focus on the current problem and look for areas of agreement. Resolving problems amicably. Help craft a win-win solution. Interest. Student interest in learning helps curb misbehavior. Charles provides teachers with a 5-point plan. Number 1, know your students. Number 2, identify needs. Number 3, make school interesting. Number 4, allow choice. Number 5, try a facilitated teaching style. Encourage students to identify topics of interest, discuss how to undertake work, suggest possibilities, and identify resources. Class agreements. Class agreements are made at the beginning of the year to guide teacher and student behavior. Students will focus on the following topics: what students enjoy and dislike most about school, what students have liked/disliked about favorite teachers, how students prefer to work, what kinds of activities students enjoy or dislike, and how students like their classmates to treat each other. The results from the first day's discussion are put into list and posted for further discussion. What students enjoy and dislike about school, teachers, and activities, how students and teachers should conduct themselves. After a discussion in the next class period, the teacher combines the statement to make the classroom agreement and post it in the classroom. A copy is also sent home for parents to review. Coopetition. This term was coined by Charles and means cooperating to compete. Coopetition combines the benefits of cooperation and competition. Students are working together to compete instead of competing individually against each other. Students in coopetition have high motivation and enjoyment, quantity and divergence of ideas, responsibility for self within group goals, efficient work production, better overall quality of work products, and strong likelihood of synergy. Human relations. This refers to how the students treat each other. Students increase the potential for effective collaboration with each other, which makes more likely the release of energy that leads to classroom synergy when they positively engage each other. Role-playing helps students transfer the strategies they learn to everyday interactions. Skills that can be taught with role-play and modeling. Breaking the ice, making a good first impression, opening up communication, helping another person cooperate, conferring dignity by valuing and respecting others, building trust. Problem resolutions. This element helps maintain synergy when difficulty arises. Calling a class meeting helps diffuse the problem before it gets out of hand. Charles gives a procedure for resolving problems. Addressing the problem immediately. Clarifying the problem, making sure that each person has a chance to talk. Allowing for a cooling off period. Ensuring that all parties remain honest and open. Helping the parties try to see each other's point of view. Discussing problem and solutions in a friendly way. Avoiding arguing back and forth or put-downs. Striving to find a solution that makes both parties feel that they got what they want, win-win. Selecting one solution as a joint agreement, trying that solution.
Implementation for middle school classroom. Have a discussion with students to determine expectations and function of the classroom. Collaborate on classroom rules so that students are involved in the process and clear on what the rules state. Determine consequences. Enforcement, stay dedicated and follow through. And make a contract. Ask the students and parents to sign a contract of the rules so that students are held accountable and parents are aware. 3 examples of how to translate the theory in practice. Asking students to come up with classroom rules, approved class agreements that the students create with the teacher, forming student relationships to show that you care, and be a model for students. Act how you want them to act, be respectful, be involved, and do what they do to show importance. Teacher versus student roles. The teacher should model, set clear expectations, collaborate, listen to the students, enforce the rules, convey trust, and be respectful. Students should follow the rules, understand the consequences, be involved, collaborate, and be respectful.
The pros of the synergetic classroom. The teacher are invested in students, the students are invested in learning, there are productive disagreements, and students have a voice and a choice. The cons of a synergetic classroom. More effort is needed to implement. Low control theories are harder for all teachers, and students may abuse their power. This theory requires trust from teachers and students.